Why, hello there. Welcome, everybody, to the Brothers Honey present Blades in the Dark. It's been a little while, for various reasons. Life is complicated, and we are just doing this for fun, but we're very glad that you're here joining us for aforementioned fun. Since it's been a little while, let's do our recap, because if you possibly remember, last time we had a real emotional time. We had a big old reconciliation between Esra and Monty. It was a whole thing. It was a whole time. There were tears shed, and I didn't have a rhyme for that. I don't know why I needed one, but I needed one, and I don't have one, and I apologize. But it was a tearful reconciling of two brothers reconciling over their shared past and history of pain and abuse. And nope, I'm getting lots and lots of just stop it now coming from the other corner. I give up. Other news, we discovered some important information about the plot, would you believe? Ezra's delightful friend, Natalia, having uncovered records of 3 undersea mining sites tied to the nefarious Mathias, our villain of the piece. Places where he might have uncovered something called a bloodstone, which appears to be the key to whatever is going on with regard to the Phantasm Plague. Having uncovered this information, we were also greeted by the ever mysterious Athan, in his guise as Lord Grey something. Ashen, grey, ashen, ash, grey. He has a motif which inspires all of his monikers, which means I get them confused when I'm not looking directly at my notes, which I'm not currently because I'm trying to look at the camera and failing. Athan appeared before our 3 bold adventurers. Monty having just revealed his ties to the singular spy, and Athan provided some information on 5, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different buildings in the city that had been under the auspices of Councillor Mathias through a variety of shell companies and organizations. Truly the most hidden of his property investments. So, our 4 characters, our 4 scoundrels, decided to go and investigate these 5 buildings with the thoughts that if they all turned up blank, then the 5th one would be our clear winner as to the place to investigate to find more information about this undersea mining operation. Now, each of our fucking scoundrels, we agreed on fucking scoundrels previously, investigated each building in their own singular and individual way, through distant observation, close-up observation, from the sky, from the ground, until eventually Montague Sharp decided to go in subterraneally, which is not a word. But he decided to do what he do best and punch through the wall. And he discovered something very, very important. This is all information, by the way, that you would have witnessed if you had joined us on the after show. It was very exciting. And so, having caught you all up on what's happening, allow me to introduce you to our fucking Scoundrels. Hello.
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 I'm scared.
Greetings. Let's, you know what? Let's start as we mean to continue. Arty has surveyed his chosen building and found nothing of import. And presumably is returning to base, thinking, you know, in fact, what do they be thinking?
They are heading back to the base and going to scratch their head, look at the map, and check in on Heart.
Very sensible, very sensible. Heart is mending, but in your absence has had to play we'll say unwilling ear to your mother. So yes, that's been going on. Esra, similarly, having been observing a building and not seen anything untoward, you are also making your way back. How we feeling? How we doing?
He's feeling a bit disappointed. He was kind of hoping to find more, but he is aware, like, we were checking 5 buildings, I think, so the chances he was the one to find something he already knew was pretty low, so he's just hoping that someone else has found something. And is heading back to the meetup point, because at this point we should have all... He's kind of expecting everyone to, be back.
Yeah, absolutely, as he would. No reason not to.
Because he took his time.
Yeah, absolutely. But Athan similarly, having observed no movement, nothing suspicious in the building he was observing, is he making his way back to the others with this information, or is he what's happening with?
I think what Athan is doing is that, given the amount of time he has been watching this place, he is basically going off shift.
Okay.
In that he is making his way back to the others, but he has dropped a couple of coins into somebody's pocket to keep a quiet eye on the place while he goes back to the others to report and update his notes.
Sensible, very sensible. Well, that leaves us with someone very important. And the start of our session here, which is Montague Sharp. You have burst through the walls. And this is obviously a few hours earlier than everyone else coming off shift, so you are alone. Having burst through the walls of this basement to this building, you have found a kind of processing line being operated by a number of golems with a familiar concrete block present and witness to you.
Yeah, I've forgotten about this bit.
This, my favourite thing I have held in my pocket for this entire campaign. Monty, you are face to face with your abandoned emotional support break. And
oh bugger.
It looks at you, and you've never experienced a brick looking at someone before. It's not something you're used to, but as its blank face turns to you, you feel its penetrating gaze, and rasping out of the fibers of the walls and floor around you, you hear a Montague Sharp. Did that come through?
Oh, bugger.
Good. I'm going to say 3 golems who are packing up the last of the items on this conveyor turn to face you.
Sorry,
What?
lads. Wrong door.
That was an emotionally unavailable answer, Montague. Why are you really here?
I think the better question is why, and I think slightly more importantly, how are you here? And don't you say I'm deflecting.
It's a fair question. A brick left out on its ear, in a manner of speaking, has to take the opportunities that life provides.
But you weren't alive. How are you now?
It seems that the radiating magic of what you call the phantasm plague has awakened something within me, much like my stony brethren here.
Weird bollocks, gotcha.
That is one way of terming it. I have been offered this grand opportunity by Councillor Mathias to help lead these mineralistic brothers and sisters into a new age.
To be a solid foundation to build a new society on.
One where rock and stone and mortar might coexist with equal protections under the law.
So what, you want to be a grade 1 listed brick?
No, I think you'll find this is an unselfish matter, and I think that your insinuations are there because you yourself are in this for entirely your own selfish reasons, and you're projecting that self-same desire onto me, a handy scape brick.
Now, I see that's where you got it wrong, mate. I've dealt with a lot of selfish bastards in my time, and I decided not to be one. I'm trying to look after people.
Your desperate need for redemption is its own form of selfishness.
Well, my other choice was die, and I thought about that one and decided against it. Figured I could do more good.
That is very much the healthier choice, and you are to be applauded for that. But my own motivations are for the betterment of all rock kind. You really think that after this war that these poor golems will be permitted the same rights as living, breathing people?
That ain't for me to decide rights. I've done a bloody lot of wrongs. I don't get to decide rights anymore. That's not how that works.
This isn't about who gets to decide so much as, well, it is really, I suppose. It's
being philosophised at and pathologised by masonry.
Excuse me. You were the one who employed an emotional support brick in the first place. You can
I was going through a tough time. There was people trying to kill me.
And I was there for you.
Yeah. And then I got my fucking lights knocked out by a fucking dragon and woke up on the other side of the fucking city. I didn't exactly have an option to grab my effects.
But you never came back.
Assumed everything was broken. everything was gone.
Well,
Fucking dragon tore through the place, and then fucking Roslov showed up. I didn't think the place was going to still be standing. And besides, in case you hadn't noticed, I've had bigger fish to fry.
Well, I guess that says where I stand, doesn't it?
It's the end of the bloody world out there.
And I intend to build a better one for my brethren once the dust settles.
Not to create your false dichotomies nor nothing, but if you're not with me, you're against me, mate. Mathias is the cause of all this, and he's the reason people are fucking dying. He's the reason people are turning into monsters.
Turning into monsters.
You
is
understand?
Not
I've got to
anyone.
I've got to protect my people just as you're protecting yours.
Well, then I think we have reached an impasse, Montague Sharp. And the three golems begin to bear down on you.
Flashback.
Okay.
I would like to flashback to this morning.
Right. We can do that.
A couple of people that Monty would like to talk to.
Okay.
Because he's like, look, I'm thinking of trying to get in underground. It's the closest thing I can manage to subtlety. So he goes to two particular people. He goes to Hart and he goes to Athan.
Okay.
Now, I understand you're laid up and usual resources are a little scarce.
He looks at you from his aforementioned laid-up position.
Do you know where I could get something that could blow a hole in a wall?
I mean, aside from the fact you already have things that can blow holes in walls,
No, I have me. I can knock a hole in a wall.
I think you'll find that you have exploding knuckles.
Oh, yeah.
You never use those.
Oh, yeah, I never used them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
have like.
I completely
free-
forgot about them.
How many charges did it have again?
I didn't write that down,
4.
actually.
Floating fists have 4 charges, according to my notes.
There you go. And you
didn't need
use
them
any of them.
on the golem. You
No.
didn't need them on the golem previously.
Okay, in that case, bugger the flashback.
Okay.
Heart ceases to exist. It was painful.
Jesus.
No.
We've changed
Monty
the
is going
music.
to step back into the hole, grab his knuckle dusters, and slam an exploding fist above him to try and collapse the front of this tunnel, because that's more golems than he can fight.
Fabulous. Right, I've got the right battle music now. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Right, that's you're attacking a wall. Roll me for the attack.
All right, this is. I'm gonna still say this is skirmish because that's what I've got.
Okay.
This is, however, I'm not gonna push myself, and I'm not gonna. This is not me being. Not to be trifled with.
No,
So-
this is just a regular old punch using the
Regular old
exploding
punch.
knuckles.
Yeah.
The exploding knuckles obviously means enhanced effect, and because you're punching something that's not moving, you're gonna roll from a controlled position.
All right, sweet. Guys,
Would you roll?
4-1-1.
You should be fucking grateful for that 4 right there. That's a mixed
I
success.
am. I'm talking to the 2 1s.
Holy
I know it's
shit.
been a while, and you were in a bag. Please, you gotta get in this shit.
You'll
Absolutely.
stay in the bag if you don't roll better.
Bag's just for travel. I don't believe in dice jail.
All right.
Puts the 6s in the box or else it gets the bag again.
Marvelous.
I believe in dice holiday. I believe in dice spa.
Excellent. You throw the punch. You hit the ceiling. The cascade of gravel and dust and masonry fills the space
Oh,
as
bugger.
you bolt away. I am going to say that
Bugger!
your minor complication is minor complication. Take a point of stress. There we go.
Fair.
Yeah, doesn't actually inhibit you, but it's obviously it's a tense situation.
Yes.
Yes.
Again, being pathologized by masonry.
Being pathologized by masonry. Lovely. And you leg it down the corridor as you hear the echoing growls of, "How dare you hurt my masonry friends!"
Monty's just booking it.
Quite fucking right. Excellent. You make it back to...
He is, however, I will just like to point out, Monty is only 70% sure that any of this is real.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. Right. Excellent. Right. Yes, you book it back to base. I'll put the battle music away. And
Very short skirmish.
What?
It was a very short
It
skirmish.
was a very short skirmish, which I think was probably needed.
Yeah, because otherwise that's 3 golems. That's a lot of work for Monty.
That is. You managed to take 2 on yourself, which was impressive before, with some godly rolls.
I managed to take out 1 and survive against 2. I don't think I killed the second one until we left.
So you killed 1 in one skirmish, and then when you were escaping the Underbog temple,
when we were escaping,
you held off 2, which were then had the entire thing collapsed on them. You didn't kill either of them.
Yeah, holding off 2 and taking out 3, and it wasn't there was more than 3 down there.
Yes, absolutely. So
and
that
also,
was...
I had help.
You did indeed. Not a lot of help. You did most of it yourself.
I did the holding them off themselves. Arty got the killing blow.
This is very true, and it was beautiful. After a really delightful, again, piece of teamwork, and Esra planting the charge and the Arty and Esra both planting charges. It was great. It was a beautiful moment, one of my favourites. But you have now returned to base with your news.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gently place a massive hand on each of Ezra's shoulders.
Okay.
Now listen, mate. I need you to be totally honest with me. Did you slip me drugs?
No. I don't have
Boss,
any
did
on
you?
me right now.
Did anybody slip me funny powder?
Are you okay?
You would not fucking believe.
To do so, it'd only be to enhance your performance, which is something I do not believe you require.
Ezra just slowly turns to Arty like, "Well, unpack that layer. What's going on?"
You would not fucking believe what I've seen. And I tell them all about the emotional support brick and its legions of doom.
The golems, in fact, have a leader.
And it's a brick. A sentient brick.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my word.
Okay. After you tell the story, Ezra's just like, I imagine he's already like has a glass of whiskey in his hand by the end of it, and he's just like, "So you're saying they want rock rights?"
I think so.
Have you inadvertently started a civil rights movement?
I don't know, mate. I don't fucking know. Do you see why I think? Oh god, none of this is real.
Hold on.
Athan's just standing behind him. He's not said a goddamn word this entire time, and is just writing in his notebook.
This?
Arty like waves over to Athan to like reread his notes just to make sure he's getting this right in his head.
Yep.
This could be good.
Athan had to stop them. Had to stop Monty to get him to explain the backstory of the emotional support brick.
I remember
Like,
the
sorry,
emotional support break.
None of this was in my investigations or my notes on you. I didn't know a damn thing about this.
Ezra goes, I
Neither
completely
did
forgot about
I,
the
to
emotional
be honest
support
with you.
brick.
That's
Yeah, you
slightly more
left it
concerning. You
there.
were there.
Yes, I was busy organizing the event.
Yeah, I don't think we told you about it, Arty.
What? How did this come about? Like,
Oh, well, he has an emotional support break. Well, had, I guess,
was-
is the more apt term.
I was
Um,
going through some shit, boss.
No, absolutely. I forgot all about it as well, although I guess, it's,
I-
it wasn't really my responsibility. This could be a good thing. Can we try and see a silver lining here?
well,
The golems aren't mindless. They're not being controlled by Mathias. If we can reason with them, we could get them on our side.
opportunity may be out with our hands given the fact that you ran away from your emotional support masonry.
Well, it was either that or get stomped into fucking paving slabs.
Well, I mean, stranger things have happened, let's be honest. Fought
Not
things in the
many.
last few weeks.
Not that many.
Fair.
Well,
There's people turning into monsters, and there's the fucking buildings coming alive.
how would we even...
Boss,
Well,
this
one
is
thing we
you
can
and
see-
Paul's territory. This is so beyond my fucking pay grade.
I don't think this is any of our big grades. So that, I mean, at least we know that that was the right building. There was things in there. What was it that they were packing up?
What did I see what they were packing up, Chris?
So, I'm okay.
I can't imagine it got a great look, but
I think I get the impression that you did not, but also I feel like for the plot, I should offer you the chance to have a go. And again, this is kind of this is a bit of a D&D, like roll me a history check. Give me something for being able to scan the room when you first came in. Give me a roll for looking around.
okay. I don't have good on anything for that, so let's use the new boy and see what happens. I'm going to roll study, which I have nothing in.
Excellent. Roll 2 and give me the lowest.
That's a 1. The new boy rolled a 1. I'm going to put you back in the bag.
Stunning. Lovely. Okay.
Get a fucking lizard dice on this.
1 to 3. Things go badly.
I think things already went badly, Chris.
Okay. There was a conveyor belt. We described the conveyor belt. We described golems working the conveyor belt and packing things away. So that's all free. That's all stuff that you know, that's all correct. So you knew that they're packing things up. In a way that kind of looked like, we're getting ready to leave. Not in a this is a producing facility where things get vacuum packed and shipped. In a we're packing up and running type fashion.
I don't know how fast a block of stone thinks, but now that they know I know they're there, they'd be stupid to hang around.
I'm gonna
We'll
say
be emotionally aware at the very least.
I'm gonna say your roll, Jay. Your roll is for Monty being able to make out any of that. And I'm going to say on a 1 that Monty thinks, and he's not sure if it was the adrenaline or not, but he thinks that maybe he felt some pins and needles in the room.
I felt all sorts of weird in there, but to be fair, I did just get confronted with my first possible sign of, oh my god, is this a new fucking life form? Oh god, I thought I was tripping balls, boss.
It's okay, Monty.
Ezra puts a hand on Monty's shoulder and
You ever seen an 8-foot man cry?
puts a glass of whiskey in his
I
hand.
mean, you're the father
There you go,
figure
buddy.
to many children, so just consider this as a new child.
Oh god, am I gonna... But what do you build an orphanage for rocks out of? You can't build it out of bricks. That's like building a building out of people and asking people to live in. Oh god.
Wood.
Would, yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, but what if the fucking trees come alive?
Well, you know, tree ants,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure are.
Tree ants aren't real, are they?
I don't
We'll burn
heard
that
about them
bridge
in
when we come
books.
to
I've never
it.
met
Let's
one.
get back down to the brass tacks.
Oh god. What if the brass comes alive? Oh, no.
I hand him another glass
Monty
of
is
whiskey.
currently useless.
Delightful.
He's having a fucking existential crisis.
I just hand Monty the decanter.
Yep.
Well,
Or he
with
just kind of closes his eyes, knowing that's a very good vintage he had.
Well then, I put to the group then that in terms of our heist for this evening, the information you have is that Monty tunneled into a basement and found it being packed up. The 3 other buildings that were observed, nobody was observed coming in or out, and there was nothing visible going on above ground from what you could see. There's 1 unvisited building. Where do you want to go?
Well, do we want to split the party, or do we want to...
If I might make a suggestion. Just Athan stepping up. We do not have the means to stop a small platoon of golems from exiting a building. We simply do not have the resources. That is beyond our capacity, I believe. 1 or 2 we can handle. A platoon, not likely. I would suggest that I reconnoiter the building we understand to be occupied, while the rest of you explore the currently unchecked building. If I can observe and follow the golems, I can hopefully gain a greater degree of intel than would otherwise be gleaned from such a structure.
It may be in our best interests. The emotional support brick doesn't have knowledge of you, so...
I'd be deeply concerned if it did, but I shall be observing from a distance. I am a master of disguise, but even I am not good enough to disguise myself as a 9-foot tall golem.
Oh. In Arty's head, he thinks you're also a master of being emotionally distant, but we won't go there.
Hey! You've not gotten to know him yet. He's very... Athan is terminally professional.
Maybe it's Athan who is most at risk by being pathologized by a brick. Maybe
We'll
that's
see.
his secret weakness.
I really
We'll
want
see.
to talk to this brick.
I just like the idea that like you all find Athan crying in a corner talking about his mother, while the emotional brick stands over him. Now you have
He's
to
not
ask
even
yourself.
standing, the golem's holding it over him.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, how does a brick stand?
She's been
That's
set
your
on a
next
little
question.
table. Yes, so Athan going and observing, tracking, keeping fucking tabs on the golem production line stroke escape attempt.
Mm.
Because yeah, we've not a clue what the fuck's in there, and if it comes down to a fight against that lot, I think we all die.
That's fair. All right, so that means we know the plan. The plan
Does
is.
anyone have any better suggestions before we go into engagement roles? Does anyone have any better ideas or things they want to add?
Question, Chris.
Yeah.
If we were to blow up the golems and the emotional support rock, would it be like a Hydra situation?
It would certainly be attempted genocide.
Are you as in like, from the dust will rise many?
No, like the
Cut off
dragon.
one head and two more.
You
will-
kill a
Well, if you
golem.
break
Do
a
we now
rock,
just
it's-
have
it turns into two
6,
rocks.
like smaller golems?
if you smash a golem, does it make 2 smaller golems? Until
Oh my
eventually
God.
you just keep breaking it into smaller and smaller golems.
You have a bunch of little
Right.
pebbles just like trying to hit your toes.
I can say that from your experience of having managed to smash at least one golem, it did not then become 2 smaller golems. It did not separate and become many. So from the experience that you have, so far, no.
Fair question.
It is a fair question. I hope I gave a fair answer.
Didn't find out.
Yeah. So?
Hmm.
We're gonna need a bigger bomb.
Have the 2 bombs.
I suppose the question then
I
is,
do think uninhabited building is the best.
yeah, are we happy with that plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
Then
then
let's-
begs the next question:
What type of score
how are
is
we going to
this?
approach the new building?
Yeah. All right. So. The questions are: do we feel that this is an assault, where we do violence, a deception, where we lure, trick, or manipulate, a stealth, where we trespass unseen, an occult, where we engage in magical forces, a social, where we negotiate, bargain, or persuade, or a transport, where we carry cargo or people through danger?
Stealth.
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 Yeah.
We don't know what we're dealing with. Stealth
We
is our best
do
option.
not have the capacity to go in guns blazing.
All right. So
Well,
then,
depends what we're up against.
this is true, and we don't know what we're up against. So therefore, we stealth.
You did fight off 2 golems by yourself.
If it's people, Monty can handle it. If it's
Yeah.
multiple golems, he can't. There is an upper limit to the amount of fucking United States of Smash energy he can pull out of his ass.
Yes, it's there's an American folk story about a giant who tunneled through a mountain, and he did so
Paul
big.
Bunyan,
What?
it's the Grand Canyon. He digs the Grand Canyon.
No, he dug a tunnel through a mountain. He might have also dug the Grand Canyon. He did so hard, got to the end, and his heart burst, and he died.
I think that was Paul Bunyan.
Could well have been. I don't know.
I am so not up on Americana folklore.
Neither. This is like one of the
Really?
few that I had ever heard.
I need to play Where the Water Tastes Like Wine
John
again.
John Henry.
John Henry sounds kind of
Railroad.
familiar.
The railroad worker who competed against the steam
Oh, the steel
powered
dragon
That's
man,
the
drill.
yeah.
one. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
He beat the steam powered drill and then
Yeah.
immediately dropped dead.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of. Right, so we are stealthing. What is our point of infiltration? We going in the door? We going in the window? We going in underground? We going in overground? Going through the roof?
What? Just to paint a mental picture, what kind of building is this?
I'm so glad that you asked. This building in question, the last one to be viewed, is a shipwright's office. It's about a 4-story tall, kind of squat building, not particularly remarkable, built fairly industrially, but still within the kind of merchant quarter. So it's not specifically of the western half of the city. Quarter being a somewhat misleading term in a city divided by 10. Yeah, so it's pretty square, it's pretty unremarkable. It's not got a lot of shiny things going on with it. But it's very serviceable and in what would formerly have been a kind of busy area.
Okay. Plan. Idea.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra's a really good climber.
Yeah.
So you can go up and see if there's roof access.
I've been known to climb.
How difficult do you think
Point
a check
of
do you think it
order.
would be for me to throw Arty onto the roof without hurting him?
Point of order from
I
Barry.
have a suggestion. Why don't we get Fletch to check?
Yeah.
You has bird.
That confirms if there's roof
Thanks.
access.
All right,
But that means
can
that then
yeah, that could be part of the prep.
that
I'm
means that
happy
then
with
Ezra could go in through the roof
Mm.
and let one or both of us in.
Okay.
Could also just like pick a lock.
Are there any?
Also true.
Weirdly enough, that's probably more conspicuous. Are there any neighboring buildings?
Yes. So it's not
Are-
terraced, like it's not attached to the buildings on either side, but it is essentially part of a series of kind of standalone buildings that all have kind of little basically on an avenue, part of a series of standalone buildings with little alleyways
Are
betwixt.
these residential buildings or like businesses?
All offices, all businesses.
So with
Okay, second
the
question.
like lockdown, they should be deserted.
They should be
This one
deserted,
that
yeah.
we're going into might not be deserted, but one next to it will be. How wide's that alley?
It's wide enough for two people to walk abreast. Wide enough
25
to
to 10 feet, then.
wide enough
I
for
can
someone
jump
to
that
go
far.
in and pull the bins out of.
Second question.
I can jump that far.
How's the Parlanar whaling industry?
Strong.
Cool.
Parlanar has a
So I'd
thriving
very easily
whaling
be able to
industry.
lay my hands on a harpoon.
I've dropped
Yes.
into the wrong podcast.
I'd very easily be able to lay my hands on a harpoon.
Absolutely, you could.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure that won't come up.
I think you would probably need to use... Yeah, you could use some of your own old contacts, or you might be better served with some of Arty's contacts. But yes, certainly, a harpoon would not be
Contact
difficult.
schmontacts. I could probably go down to the docks and just fucking find one.
You could, yes, go and find one and steal one from a warehouse.
A warehouse or a ship. All of the ships will be empty.
Yeah, but also most of the ships are also, like, docked, tied up, and don't have access to them, you know, kind of readily available, unless you want to, like, grapnel
that's
your
not
way
hard.
on.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah?
The boat I have didn't happen to have a harpoon on it, did it?
Yours was kind of more of a, like, tugboat. So yours
Yeah.
would have had, like, lots of ropes.
Like a
and
just in
things.
case harpoon.
No. Harpoons...
There's
not-
no break glass in case of emergency harpoon.
Yeah, no. No.
This is my emergency harpoon.
Yeah, yours
I
it
was
was
hoping.
yeah, not a ship given to requiring emergency harpoonage. Emergency
Yeah,
harpoon much less useful than emergency cannon when it comes to sea-based warfare.
Is there
Could we
cannon?
fit Ezra in the cannon?
There is no cannon.
Is there cannon?
Okay, sorry. I'm going off topic. I'm going.
It's a
I'm going on a
tugboat.
tangent.
Anyway, I think we're talking about method of entry right now. I think break into the adjacent building, get on the roof, jump that alley. More on
Yeah.
the roof. get Blake to check it out first, make sure there's no like guards on the roof or anything.
Yep.
And that's an easy way of entering the roof.
I mean, if you have an invisible bird.
This is true.
Also, just to double check, is there any tunnels leading to this potential building?
There are certainly tunnels to the area, so it would not surprise you if there was tunnel access, if not to this building, then to one of the nearby buildings.
'Cause
Or
we
you could
split
do-
up. We could go in different ways.
Yeah, you could also always take the Monty route and punch your way through the wall.
Yeah, because we saw how well that went last time.
Yeah, presuming that there's a
No,
basement,
It's a
you could
stealth mission.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not the time to be sticking one's dick into the viper's nest, darling.
Well, we are here to get to the point. So,
So
Yes, not quite that directly.
I vote for roof.
I like Ezra's roof plan.
Okay,
Roof.
alrighty then.
roof it is.
Roof it is. Right, so, in which case then, so we know our point of infiltration is going in the neighbouring building, climbing up, jumping across, and then coming down from the roof, because presumably the upper floors will be empty, whereas the lower floors, people might be expecting trouble. Marvellous. Okay. In which case then, so we've established what the point of infiltration is. We know what we're kind of rolling for in terms of what the prep is going to be. So let's talk loadout.
Yeah, I'm going in heavy.
Okay, so Monty is going in heavy.
I'll go light. I think.
Okay. Esra is going light. Arty?
You know what? I'll go in the middle.
Medium, alright.
Medium.
Okay. Lovely. And this is stealth. Stealth. Stealthy, stealthy, stealth, stealth, stealth. Stealth, stealth. God, I've got so many notes of like what everybody's got in their access to in terms of like items and things. Right. Okay. So, in which case then, the engagement roll. Obviously, we get a D for the sheer fuck of it. Is the operation particularly bold or daring?
Yeah, we're breaking into the enemy's base potentially.
By jumping across rooftops, that's pretty
Well,
daring.
we don't know is the issue.
Currently,
It's
you
daring
don't.
if we're right.
Yeah, currently you don't know what you're breaking into. You know that it's
From our
not
point
the.
of view, we are being
Yeah,
daring.
you know that it's definitely not the enemy base because it's not Mathias's home. Like, it's not the center of his power. What we're looking for is details of, we're trying to find some activity that would indicate that, you found a building that is connected to his undersea mining operations, essentially, and trying to find information about the Bloodstone and what's going on, and possibly what the emotional support brick was doing in the other building. Looking for information and seeing if you can find an active site where things are happening. That is the idea. So I'm going to say not particularly bold or daring. I'm also going to say not overly complex or contingent on many factors. This is a pretty simple break-in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Similarly, I'm going to say that this plan's detail does not expose a vulnerability or hit the target where they're weakest, nor is it the place that the target is strongest against. Yes, friends or contacts have provided aid to find this location, because this information comes courtesy of information from both Athan and Natalia. Enemies or rivals interfering in the operation, not currently.
Potentially.
Are there any other elements that you may or may not wish me to consider? At the moment, you're on 2 dice.
You like us?
No, that's what the first one's for, Fraser.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything.
No, it's a pretty cut and dry, just kind of simple one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where all the complications are going to happen in medias res.
Yeah. And it's going to be...
You know what? We need a
great.
simple one to ease us back in as well, so...
Yeah, we are
Absolutely.
way out of practice.
Simple heist.
A simple heist.
Where nothing goes wrong.
Nothing at all.
Always Sunny theme tune starts playing.
Everything goes wrong.
Alright, let's roll this beach.
Fuck.
The gang gets eaten by a dragon.
That is a 2 and a 3.
Hell.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
Yeah. Okay. So, right. Okay. In which case then, Fletch does the initial survey of the upper windows and sees the place looks pretty empty, which is great. And so we move to next door. Now, next door, Esra, you get to the door. You breaking into the front or back door?
Is the front out on a street?
Yeah,
Back door then.
back door. Okay, so we go in the back door.
Yeah.
You go around the back door of the adjacent building, and you find something surprising. There's no back door. Why is there no back door?
Was there a back door on the blueprint?
You don't have a blueprint for this building.
Oh, I don't have a blueprint for this building.
Yeah, this is the adjacent
I guess
building.
we're going in.
Concern.
You want to
We
have
all
a
just
look at
can't
the,
look at each other like.
You want to have a look at? I mean,
Huh.
there's 2 buildings that are adjacent to this one. You want to go have a look at the other one?
Yeah. I'll go
yeah.
look at the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's also not got a back door for some reason.
Okay. This is troubling. We're whispering. This is troubling. We're gonna have to break in either through a window or on the street. Can you have Fletch keep a lookout? Because I think it'll be safer to go in through the front door if we're quick about it.
I mean,
Got a bad feeling
Can-
about this.
can I look up and down the street to see if there's any people on the street or if they're still being...
Yeah, we're gonna say that this
I
is in the
also-
early hours of the morning, so the
Okay.
kind of twilight hours, and there's not currently anyone on the street.
Real quick.
Yep.
Is there somewhere that looks like there should be a back door there? And there
You
just
wanna
isn't?
have a? I mean, that I feel like that's the kind of question that you would need to have a look for. I know that obviously I think
I'm
this is
having a look.
within.
We're still round the back.
Yeah, this is within Ezra's wheelhouse. But like, have a look for me. Roll me something to have a look.
Study?
Yeah, go for it.
Take study.
Yeah.
One. So remind me. 1 pip means
One
one
dice.
dice.
Yes.
Flat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Options to increase are to push
6.
yourself, engage in a flashback, or did you roll a 6?
I rolled a 6.
Beautiful. Ezra, the
Yeah.
2 buildings that don't have back doors, you're thinking about what kind of buildings don't have back doors. Like, in your experience of breaking into buildings, most buildings that have
Everywhere.
any kind of
Everywhere has a
staff
back
have
door.
back doors or side doors or,
Yeah.
a non-public
You don't want your
entryway.
deliveries coming in through your
Front
customer door.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
There's only really one kind of building that doesn't have that kind of access point, which is banks. The two buildings on either side of this shipwright's office are banks.
Son of a bitch.
Then, Arty, can you ask Fletch if there's a sign on the front of this building?
Hang on.
kind of-
Arty
what kind of
looks up,
smell? There's nobody in this.
looks
Oh,
straight at Esra, and just goes, "You're a moron."
Okay, I didn't hear you saying we shouldn't do this. This is a bank either.
it's a fucking sorry. Are we trying to break into a bank as the easy path?
Listen, to be fair, I'll probably have an easier time with this.
Are
than an
you
office building.
illiterate?
No, he doesn't litter.
Good one. It was not a joke, but I'm like, nice.
No, Monty's not that stupid.
It didn't list what it was on the build. It's all office buildings around here. I assumed they were all office buildings, but I guess it's a bank office building. The only type of banks are the only ones that don't really have back doors because you don't
Might
really want
I
multiple
make a
points of entry.
suggestion?
Yes.
Are there any drain pipes on the building we're trying to get to the top of? Or
Yes,
fire escapes?
drainage is
I have a
important.
better idea.
No fire escapes. Fire safety isn't really a thing. In the city.
Yeah,
Not
well,
because fire isn't
Make sure
dangerous,
roll
but
as you land.
more because
I
we just
grab
let
Ezra
people
and I
die.
throw him.
What?
I said, Ezra, roll when you land. I'm going to throw Ezra onto the roof. The
The roof of the bank or the roof of the office?
roof of the bank.
Okay.
I don't have a choice in this.
Right. You're gonna need to roll me the mother of all fucking rolls, Jay.
You're throwing me 4 stories. I am quite light.
Yeah, but you're throwing you 4 stories up.
I mean, here's the thing. That's not that high, and considering my previous feats of strength.
Yeah, but you need to roll
You
on
did
par
punch
with
a
those
dragon
feats of
like
strength.
50 feet.
You know, like
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, like
No, I can't do this. I can't blow my fucking 1 free superhuman strength on this. As funny as it would be.
I won't die if you roll badly.
I mean, I have got 1 free.
It looks like that's not up to me.
I've got 1
No.
free use of.
Don't use it now.
Not to be trifled with. No, I'm not doing it.
okay.
But you should throw me. It would... You have me in your hand, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
What? I'll
Monty,
lift you up and
Monty,
like,
no.
how high can you get from there?
How high is you? How tall are you?
Monty's approaching
Gentlemen,
7 feet, so.
so
I think we should go back to
Chris.
the original plan, which
Yes,
was to
Barry.
climb up the building.
can I go into my load and pull out some rope and ask Fletch to take it up to the top of the building that we're going to be breaking in and secure it somewhere so we can climb up?
Absolutely, you can take off a box of load for your rope. Yeah.
I think
50
Ezra and
While
Monty
they're
fought.
arguing, Arty's organising this.
Arty's organising
So-
50 foot of hempen rope. Yep.
Not
Yep.
to be that guy, but that'll work perfectly well for you two. It's not going to work for me.
Because you can't climb?
Because I'm really big and I went in heavy.
Yeah, but you're strong enough to pull yourself up a rope, having gone in heavy.
Oh no, that's not the question. It's
the
whether or
rope
not
strong
whatever
enough?
the hell has been looped around is potentially strong enough.
That's fair. That's very fair. Well then I guess
Oh,
that's
we need to go up and find out.
that's gonna be us going up and finding
Well,
out.
I can let you in another inch.
It's like, I have had a rope snap in my hands. It's a terrifying experience.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not
You
going to
can
go on
climb,
about
right?
tensile
That's the point,
strength though in
Arty.
this game, just because I can't be bothered doing the maths.
No.
Right. So, Fletch takes the end of rope, takes it up to the roof, supplies it ties it to loops it. Let's say we're gonna say Arty's done like the knot, and it's one of these ones where like,
Just pull it tight.
yeah, just needs to like drop it, catch it, and pull it tight. As
Yeah,
we've
you can
already
do that with
established
me.
that guttering and drainage is very important, the roof is adequately apportioned with gargoyles, which are of course a great form of drainage. That's what they're for.
Monty is looking at suspiciously because they're made of stone.
Yes, that's
Oh no!
Monty, roll for trauma.
Monty is just turning into every single character who has ever dealt with the weeping angels in Doctor Who. It's just
Yup.
like every statue is suspicious.
Or any child that watched that.
Yep.
Yeah. Lovely. Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, great. I'm gonna go climb up that rope then.
Cool. Wonderful.
I'm just like, why didn't I fucking... I'm just like muttering to myself as I'm walking towards the rope, like, why the fuck did I think of that?
Admittedly, I grabbed you and tried to give you uppies to give you a head start.
Arty's just kind of like got his head in his hand, just going, is this a good idea?
We were in the back of the building, so like we're
Do
in an
we have
alleyway,
another
basically.
idea? Because
He's not saying that out loud, he's just kind of just rubbing his head.
I pull the rope twice to make sure it's tight.
Yep. It's tight. You make your way up. It's a
Oh.
nice, easy climb. You're
Yeah.
very, comfortable with
Right
it.
now, but sort of.
Absolutely.
Before you go up, Esra, I'm going to ask both the guys,
I'm like
listen,
horizontal on the wall.
are you familiar with teriyaki jerky? Fletch keeps asking for it for some reason.
teriyaki jerky.
Yeah.
Keep climbing.
Excellent.
Now, see what? Oh, see, now I want some teriyaki jerky. That's good stuff.
So you are familiar with it?
Oh, yeah. I've eaten it before. But
So they're having a conversation. I'm on the roof now, and I'm just
Yep.
like, I out
You
of
know.
eye shot, I give Fletch some teriyaki jerky and go, don't say another fucking word. And I
You
give
know.
him some, I put it back in my pocket.
Stunning.
street gangs, long nights. You gotta eat something to keep you going.
I need to find where I
Jerky's
can
great for
acquire
that.
this.
Oh.
Well,
We'll
I'm
have
gonna
a talk
take-
after this.
I'm gonna take a
been years
gander
since I've
around
had
the
it, so I
roof.
don't know if the guy's still in business.
Okay.
Mm.
There's a roof entrance. There's a door that I need to pick.
This building does not have a roof access. There are windows in the upper floor, which you could kind of
Like
hang
Kingdom
and
for
try and
Sky,
get
like-
access to, or you could just jump over to the other building's roof if you wanted to, and see if there's roof access over there.
Oh, did you put a rope on the bank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were climbing the bank.
Okay, we're climbing the bank. Okay, yeah, I just sort of like,
No, I thought we were going for the main building that we're after.
I did ask earlier.
Since
but I
if we
don't think I
climb
got it.
onto the roof of a bank, an alarm might go off.
So I had assumed you had climbed
Oh.
onto the roof of the bank. I apologise for not clarifying that. But no, I'm happy to retcon that and say that you climbed, that you attached the rope to the roof of the shipwright's office, and that you've climbed to the top of that. Right, no, that's absolutely fine. In which case then, that saves me the bother of going, haha, there's still no rooftop access, by going, haha, there's still no rooftop access. You will need to try and make your way through an upper window. Or
Okay,
tunnel
so,
through the roof.
Nah. Yeah, okay.
Um,
I'm gonna do some athletics shit right now.
I take it Fletch relays this to us on the ground.
No, Fletch is still up there with Ezra.
You
Fletch-
see Ezra like
Man.
hang down over the side of the building and just sort of like shimmy his way onto a window ledge. I don't know if I can roll
He's-
for that.
No, that's all
He's
pretty within your
surprisingly
wheelhouse as a
cat,
kind of cat burglar. I'm gonna say that it's not a the shipwright's office isn't like a peaked roof structure, so there's not like an eave to swing under. It's basically just a flat roof, and then you're just kind of hanging off the edge.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I hang down and then I just sort of like get on.
Yeah, and then just like shuffle your feet on.
It's
Yeah,
like
just
right
to make
there.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the right angle. Yeah.
I'm not like swinging onto
Yeah.
it or anything.
Well, that's So I'm saying that you don't have to, so it's nice and easy.
That's good.
Hence why you don't need to roll.
Yeah, there's
So-
a bloke who's never even heard of gravity.
I take a look.
Oh,
Is it
he
locked?
might.
I'm just gonna try it. Is it locked?
Actually,
Before I do that, I check
Yeah.
for alarm.
okay. So we're hanging there, and we're given like a kind of cursory look for, like different alarm mechanisms.
Yeah.
I am gonna
Any
say
magic
that
stuff, any wires attached.
I'm gonna say that there's nothing obvious, but if you wanted to look for instance, electroplasmic circuitry, or anything like that, or look for any kind of enchantment, then you would need to study it.
I can't get away with doing a tinker roll because.
I give you a tinker roll for.
You can't take a tinker off that higher building, mate. That's unhygienic.
I would say if you were to have a tinker roll, you could like have a fiddle about with stuff. I'm happy to give you.
Scary. I'll do a study.
Right. Okay.
I'm worried if I tinker and fail, I'm gonna set off the alarm.
That
If
was.
I study and fail, nothing happens.
It's-
That's good.
At which point I'm stoving the door in and we're
It's
just
like-
going through.
You
Yeah,
read
pretty much.
my mind, Fraser, as to what the
You were
consequences
about
were
to
going to
say
be.
that, weren't
Yeah, I
you?
was actually.
I skipped all that. I'm gonna
Yep.
study.
So if you're just studying, then you can roll from a controlled position. That's fine.
4.
Okay. You can see that. Yeah, you can see that there doesn't appear to be any kind of. There doesn't appear to be any kind of alarm or anything on this window. It also kind of looks like it's cracked open a little bit.
Like it's unlocked already.
Like the glass is not like it's not flush as it would be if it were properly closed. It kind of looks like it's cracked open a little bit.
Right. Is there like a latch on the inside or something that I need to undo?
There is a latch on the inside and a handle, which is not obviously a latch on the outside. So you would need to obviously
Naturally.
fiddle that in such a way.
Yeah. Can I use my thieves' tools to essentially, like, shimmy underneath and try and, like, slide open the
Absolutely, you can.
latch?
Yeah. So give me a roll with your thieves' tools. I'm going to say your thieves' tools add 1d to your roll. What are you going to roll?
Awesome. Tinker.
Tinker.
I think that's what
is
we've
the
been
one.
rolling
I think that's.
most of the times I try and break into things.
I think it's the default in this kind of situation.
And is this risky?
I'm going to say that this
Standard?
is. I'm going to say this is risky because it is obviously something you're very familiar with. It's your job, so
Yeah.
but it's not it's not something you've set
It's
up in
not
advance,
yeah, it's
so
not
it's not
like-
controlled. Yeah.
And if I fucked it up, it's not like everything's fine.
Yeah.
So
Aye. What'd you get, Fraser?
I rolled a 3,
Uh-huh.
a 3,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
a 1.
Oh no.
I have to say, from
Oh,
No.
from having so many
Alarm goes
sessions
off,
where
I
we have just
fall off
rolled,
the building.
we've so many phenomenal kind of like 5s and 6s in the history of this campaign. I am delighted at how the turns have tabled.
Yep.
The sheer fact that Vary has returned with a full glass of wine, I think, shows the point of like, we need wine to get through this.
What's
Yeah.
happened?
Razor
I
rolled
failed.
a 3.
to unlock
roll a
the,
3 to
the
tinkle
window.
off them. Yeah.
Out the window.
Okay.
I had so many dice as well.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Right.
No.
Oh, no.
Happens to the best of us.
Okay,
Oh, no.
so
I'm gonna make a super cut of this episode of all of us just going, "Oh no," and me
Oh,
going, "Oh
no.
bugger."
it's just gonna be. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh bugger.
Finish
Right.
it with an oh yeah.
Does that make Chris a Kool-Aid guy where he just comes and goes, oh yeah?
That's only if we manage to succeed on anything. This is. I have a
Wait.
bad feeling about this.
Wait,
heist.
Chris, for the edit, hit us with a crisp oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
RN Jesus has thrown his wrath upon us for missing so many sessions.
He has, in fact.
My
Right,
dice are sad from being unused.
Esra. You obviously you were kind of hanging from like the kind of roof, and then like feet down onto like the
Kind of slap squatting, you know? Like
yeah. So onto the
balls on my feet.
windowsill. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Windowsill. So yeah. So you kind of bring your center of gravity in a practiced motion, squatting down so as to keep your weight wholly over the sill of the window and leave your hands free. In a feat that frankly made Monty feel vertigo. From this position, you begin sliding your tools around where you feel, from experience, the lock should be, trying to shim the lock itself. You feel the shim catch as you knew it would, and you just give it a gentle wee shuggle, and the tool slips because the lock was already open, and you lose your balance. Your weight shifts and you fall sideways, reaching out a hand and catch yourself on the lip, one-handed, on the edge of the windowsill. However, you drop your thieves' tools.
Balls.
You're really nice.
Assuming the other two see all this.
Yeah, your really nice, beautifully done, incorporated thieves' tools have dropped and fallen into the alley as you hang one-handed from the windowsill.
You mean
He said, yeah. Monty is going to position himself below Esra.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
Arty
would
rolls
like to
his eyes
try
and goes to pick them up.
Because if he
you
drops,
for
I'm going to try
picking
and
up.
catch him.
I would like to try and pull myself back up.
Okay. Because you failed your last roll, I am going to ask you to roll to get yourself safely from this position through the window inside.
Yes. Finesse?
Yep, I'm happy for it to be a finesse roll.
I feel like that's... I don't know. Prowl. Does Prowl fit here?
To
like
traverse
finesse is
skillfully and quietly, this could take... I suppose this could be traversal.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take Prowl. I'm better at it. I need the extra dice.
Yeah?
Proven.
Alright. Roll prowl.
Okay.
I am going to say that you are rolling from a desperate position.
Yep,
so
very fair.
yeah, roll well and you're fine, but if you roll poorly, you are going to be in trouble.
Yes. But luckily, I'll be damaging Monty more than my...
So we hope. Okay.
Oh,
What'd you get?
I've rolled a 2 and a 6.
A 6 is, in fact, a success with no complications. You easily manage to swing yourself back into position and scramble your way through the window. You are in
when I get
safe.
back up on the window ledge, I just sort of do like I don't look behind me, but I do a thumbs up, and then
Yep.
I go in through the window.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, guys.
Now I have to get through here without my thieves tool.
Yes, you
Arty's
do.
picking them up.
Yeah, but I'm in and I don't have it.
Oh, dearie me.
Speaking as the bloke standing underneath him, I'm really glad he didn't shit himself.
Quite. These are quite nice, actually.
What? Oh,
What? Be a shame if someone lost them.
is that his gear?
Adds to load.
That was
Rips in the
my
pocket.
long-term project. You better fucking not.
Yes, in fact, that was his really good.
Who also stole a painting at one of my things?
You didn't own the painting.
Oh dear. Ezra, you are upstairs.
Anyway, we're not rehashing this.
Yeah, you are upstairs with your wits and a bird.
Yep.
Yep. There is still a rope tied to a gargoyle if anybody else wants to climb up and go through a window, or Ezra can sneak down and try and let you in. And then
I'm not risking it.
okay.
I'll climb
I just do a look around. Is there any there's no people? It's just like abandoned.
So there's no
room
one on
I'm
the
in.
top floor. You're in a kind of open kind of a kind of open plan space with a number of drafting tables, and various different kind of sketches and drawings, hung about the place. Arty, you can absolutely shin up a rope. That is no bother at all. Similarly, just swinging down through an open window is more than within your capabilities. So, yeah. We are
I
up there.
climb up and I gracefully land, like, near Ezra, going...
Both one, eh? Can I have my tools?
What tools?
I'm just this silence is in character. I'm just
yep,
looking
I
at him
got
with
that.
my hands out. Where's my eyebrows?
We need to go. Come on.
Would like to be able to open doors on the way.
How about that painting, Ezra?
I'll tell you where you can find the teriyaki jerky.
He eyes Ezra and pulls out the tools and slaps it in his hand, going,
Put them in my jacket pocket. Let's go.
once we're all done, you stay away from my bird.
Ezra, you have your tool. You have your hidden lock picks back. They will.
Hell yeah.
They go back to being always equipped. And always on your person. So that is
Hell yeah.
all good. Lovely. So yes, you find yourselves in a large open plan room, with a narrow wooden staircase leading down at one corner, with a balustrade, several drafting tables, and pinboards with sketches and drawings of ships and undersea vessels kicking about.
Undersea vessels.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Tis a
I
shipwright.
think me and Arty have the same idea and kind of look at each other. Do I remember any information about the expeditions that were done, the free expeditions that were done by Mathias?
Yeah, Natalia talked you through
Like-
in fair detail the information that she had. She obviously didn't, she's not got every single piece of information, but she got a fair amount, like she
Yeah.
knew.
Was this shipwright involved?
That we don't know.
Right.
Because the shipwright is under a shell corporation, essentially it's a hidden building. This again, this building wasn't identified by Natalia. This building was identified by Athan, separate from Natalia.
Yeah. Okay. I say to Arty, let's let Monty in first. I'm gonna talk normal volume and just assume we're always whispering. Let's let Monty in first, and then we should come back up here.
Yes.
All of these documents, it might pertain to the undersea expeditions that Mathias undertook.
Arty picks up 1 or 2 bits of paper and puts it in his diary that he keeps. Because yes, no, that best to have our main muscle, I suppose. Yes.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, Arty, you just picked up like 2 bits of paper off a table. Just stuff them in your diary.
No, I took 2 bits of like the bits describing the submarine. stuff.
Okay, you would need to have a look and like try and like find a bit describing a submarine because there's like various,
Sorry,
There's like
sketches.
there's like sketches on the walls of things, but we don't know like specific information about.
Yeah.
All right.
that's a
Well, I'll
fucking
leave it and
submarine.
we'll come back.
We'll
Okay.
come back, but we should clear the building and let Monty in.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think we're probably gonna go down like a floor at a time,
Yep.
checking for people very stealthily, and just trying to see if there's anyone in here at all.
Alright.
Until we get to the ground floor.
Well then, let's do one big roll for the full thing. We'll call it. You can both stealth separately, or you can do it as a group action, however you prefer.
I don't know, what's your prowl?
I have a dot and prowl.
Right, I have 2 dots in prowl.
Lead the way.
I think group action's fine. I only have 2 stress, so I'm good to lead a group action.
Lovely, right. In which
Okay.
case then, yep. Okay. Fabulous. In which case then, Ezra's leading a group prowl. Both of you give me your rolls.
Okay.
What do we get, Arty?
Mambo number 5.
Mambo number 5.
Mambo number 4.
All right. So that is a mixed success, but also no stress, which is great. Lovely. So, the two of you make your way, gently and easily, down the stairs, avoiding creaks as best you can. Down from the I was going to say 4 stories high means ground floor and 4 up.
Ground
doesn't
1,
it?
2, 3.
Ground 1, 2, 3.
I thought it meant ground.
Depends if you're
1, 2,
using
3.
UK or US terms.
Right, we'll say it's ground 1, 2, 3. So we're in on the 3rd floor. So we move down to the 2nd floor, and we find similar again, not quite as light an area space. You can see why the top floor is the kind of main kind of like drawing and drafting type room. It's got lots of light, lots of space. 2nd floor is kind of more segmented into like kind of office cubicles, although still quite kind of open plan. Like it's lots of kind of dividers rather than actual walls. Really, this looks like a bit more of a kind of bullpen of people like doing admin and planning and talking to each other, with a couple of walled off manager offices at the side. Coming down again to the 1st floor, this is more kind of plush kind of welcoming rooms, like the type of thing where one would host someone who had booked a visit to come and speak to a shipwright, where one would sit and discuss and plan, so more for kind of hosting clients. The 2nd and 1st floors are both initially The second floor doesn't seem to have seen much use. Although the first floor looks a bit where the third floor still has lots of drawings and documents about. The second floor still has clutter and mess. The first floor is empty of documentation or paper or personal effects or anything really. Obviously it's a public facing area, but it's very much devoid of clutter of any kind.
It's a bit suspicious that there's nothing.
It could
Maybe.
indeed be considered a little bit suspicious. And as you are rounding the corner of the stairs to move down into the ground floor and the main lobby area, you catch the sound of people, human people, coming up the stairs in your direction.
Right. Into the one of the cubicles.
The first floor is like the barren one, though, isn't it?
So
Like,
the first floor is all receiving room type office things. So it is
but there are like separate individual rooms.
they are individual rooms, yes.
Okay, I think we like silently just run back upstairs and hide in one of the rooms.
All right, so we're hiding in a room on the first floor. Okay. So yeah, kind of nipping into like the closest room, you find it's got a sofa, it's got a couple of sofas, a coffee table, an end kind of bureau. So rather than a desk, it's more of like a kind of like a bureau with a kind of fold down desk. It's more the kind of thing where people would keep documents and where one could move over to stand and draw and discuss things and then bring it back to the kind of main discussion coffee table area. There's also
Right.
2 potted plants of considerable size.
Are there like glasses on the table for serving beverages to clients?
Nope.
Damn it. Okay, I put my ear without a glass then to the
Yep.
door.
Don't know
I'm
why.
trying to listen.
Yeah, and you hear
I'll listen through Fletch.
You listen through Fletch, absolutely. Then yes, you hear. Don't know why we've got to take that thing with us everywhere. It stinks up the place. Yeah, well, you know, I don't want to run into any trouble. Run into trouble? Are you daft? We just got to box everything up and take it back to the house. Yeah, well, you know what his nibs is like. You know what he's like. And they walk past the door. And they hear the footsteps retreating away from the door.
Did they go upstairs or did they like go somewhere else on the first floor?
You hear the steps walking along the floor, and then you hear the creak of stairs.
Okay. I give it like a few
Yes.
beats, and then we're like, let's let Monty in. Like I whisper to Arty, we need to capture those 2, or at least one of them. We want information. Gold mine. Okay, let's go.
We
Right,
also need to wonder what smells so bad.
yeah, well, that's why we need money. And we hurry down the stairs to get to the. Is there a back door to this building?
There is, yes.
No!
Ah,
Offer!
this one's not a bank.
This one is not a
yeah,
bank.
so I make my way to the back door,
Perfect.
like being aware that there might be other people around
Yeah.
on the ground floor.
Okay,
I want to
so-
let Monty in as soon as we can.
Yeah. So we come down the kind of the wide public facing staircase into the ground floor. The ground floor, which is kind kind of main lobby. Lots of display pieces along the wall of like the types of ships that they've had. A couple of receiving desks for speaking to people and directing them to various places. Message, message desk, post, kind of pigeonholes in the wall for receiving mail, essentially, and redirecting information up to the upper floors, with a little kind of runner station, and then the door into the kind of the back non-public facing rooms on the ground floor. You're gonna go to that door, presumably to obviously kind of make your way out towards the back door.
Yeah, I'm guessing back room will lead there.
Yeah, absolutely. Non-public facing areas. So you make your way through there, into what again, kind of not like kind of like, language escapes me once again. For God's sake.
It's okay.
Essentially, it's designed kind of like a Victorian kind of servants' passage. In the these kind of like kind of narrow corridors in the walls, basically, for people to kind of traverse and go places. So this there's a kind of narrow kind of kitchen slash kind of like repository of cleaning materials. There's a bathroom. There's some stairs down into a basement. There's the back door where the smokers go. And we go to the back door. Lovely. And it's an internal bolt, so it just needs slid aside.
Perfect.
And opened up, and there stands Montague Sharp, looking slightly less green now that he's recovered from seeing you slip.
I just sort of like gesture over to him.
Ducks through the door.
Okay.
2 people in the building and 1 thing that smells.
Are we dealing with the people, or are we getting out?
Hopefully,
Let's
I look at Arty for confirmation, dealing with the people.
Right then,
acquire the people.
this is where I earn my keep then.
Indeed.
They said they were boxing stuff up and taking them back to the house. Assumedly Mathias' house. But
Yeah, that'd be logical.
that means they know where they're to take it. So that's a lead. So
that means it's time for me. Well, that means it's time for me to start eating people.
They'll be coming down the stairs any minute now, so we could ambush them.
Fantastic. Monty is going to step neatly to one side of the stairs and conceal himself.
It's a big...
Just beyond...
Chris,
Yes?
can I arrange an ambush using hunt?
Well, that would... If we're incorporating... I think that's incorporating everybody, so I would call that a group hunt, led by Arty.
I was gonna say, like,
yes.
we can fight, yeah.
I've got one in hunt. I was just going to say, how tall are they? And just go do the bam as they come down the stairs.
I have nothing in hunt, but I do have a taser.
Yes, you
I have no
do!
hunt, I only have taser.
I have a stun baton.
Taser
I'm hoping we'll add a die for me.
In terms of a weapon, in terms of the combat, in terms of when you enter combat, yes. This specifically for the ambush.
That's fair.
Just to paint the picture for you again, Jay. This is essentially a broad public-facing staircase.
Okay.
Into the main atrium, essentially. This staircase leads up to receiving rooms, which then there are narrower staircases leading up to the kind of office space and then the draftsman kind of floor.
Right.
So you guys are
they're
at
not
the
on
ground
guard at
floor
all.
in the
I think we can
atrium.
literally just hide around the corners and
Yep.
then just jump them, and that
Yeah.
will be because they're totally guard is down. They don't
Yeah,
expect
their
anyone to
guard
be
is
here at
down.
all.
Like it's not like there's not a lot of places to hide here. It's a big open space.
Is there anything solid that I can pick up off the ground? Like,
Desk.
about yay big.
Part-time.
About that big. There's
Big or
cleaning
small?
supplies in the kind of kitchenette type area. And a
Fantastic.
kettle.
I'm gonna snag a bucket.
All right, bucket snagged. What are you gonna do with
Cool.
said bucket?
I'm gonna throw it. If I can't be up next to the stairs, I'm gonna throw it really hard at the first person who comes down.
Okay. Kraken.
Like,
I was just gonna trip them with a rope so they fall down the stairs.
well, there's two of them. If one of them is knocked the fuck out,
I
Yeah,
think
okay.
so this opens up, but there's like a wall where the
Yeah.
staircase goes into,
So
right? It's not like
you
an
trip the
open
first guy,
staircase.
I'll
So-
deck the second one.
There's like open space, staircase into open space, and then like kind of like at the back of the stairs on the ground floor, there's a wall. So like wall.
We can't like hide around the
Staircase.
corner of the bottom.
I mean, you can
Wall.
absolutely.
Oh, the staircase is like. Oh.
Yeah. So like So is wall.
So
Is-
we
is
can be
staircase.
underneath the stairs.
There's not a gap to be in, but you can be in like down here, like like flatten yourself to the side of the staircase. They're not looking for you. They're unlikely to spot you.
Yeah.
That is absolutely
so
you can
if-
do that.
Arty trips them up. There's two of them, right?
Yeah.
Monty just fucking smack one of them, and I'll tase the other one.
That's a solid plan.
Now, just hit him with your bucket.
Yeah,
Hit him
I mean,
with your bucket.
yeah, basically. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in the GIF keyboard of the chat trying to find the one scene from Hot Fuzz where Danny gets hit in the face with the bin. It's like a 2-second cutout when he's being introduced around the station and someone throws a bin from off screen and hits Nick Frost in the face.
You guys solidify the plan. I really need to go to the bathroom.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I think
And then I'll roll when I get back.
Cool. Well, how about How about you roll just
Okay.
now? Let's roll the group hunt action just now, and then we'll
Okay.
do the description and so on whilst you're in the bathroom. So
Using
everybody
a
roll
heavy
my
dice
hunt.
for this.
So,
throwing a
If
bucket.
I have no pips, that's
You
two
roll
dice
to
in the
take the
lowest,
lower
right?
result. Yeah,
Awesome. I rolled a 1. See you later.
that's fine. 4 for Monty. What'd you get, Arty?
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
4 and a 5. Okay, so we have
That's
a mixed success, and Arty, you're going to take 1 point of stress. Thank you. Lovely. So, no point in putting in battle music because we just whooped the guys.
The ambush.
Oh, it was a hambush, in fact.
Yep.
Not a bacon
wasn't a
tree.
bacon
It
tree.
was a ambush. Abso-freaking-lutely. Right. Okay. What I'm going to say then is, the guys coming down the stairs, talking away. They've got boxes in their arms. They aren't looking where they're going. The rope catches them. They're down. Monty and Esra knock them unconscious. It makes a big noise, and I am going to start a clock.
Yeah, that'll be our complication.
Yeah, the complication is a clock, and the clock is going to be called What Smells. Okay? I'm going to
Okay.
tick a segment on the clock.
Yay!
So, indeed, what smells? Apologies, everybody. I've changed browser, so all my colors are now reversed. Please bear with me. As long as y'all can see that, okay. Right, so that's our complication. Lovely, you have 2 unconscious dudes. And boxes of paperwork that they have brought down from upstairs.
Right. So, I think this one is up to you, Arty, but my question would be, do we want the guys or do we want the paperwork?
Column A, but column B.
Okay, because I was gonna say if we don't want the guys, then I'm gonna stash and barricade them into the cleaner's cupboard.
Pick one guy.
What?
All right.
What happened? Are we on fire?
Put the bucket on his head, and I'm gonna stash him in the cleaner's cupboard.
We're not on fire, but we have started a clock.
Yep.
I'm also going to gag the guy before you put him in the cupboard.
Wait, catch me up. What actually happened?
So the
plan went off without a hitch. It just made a loud noise.
yeah, and has started a clock called
So we
What
got them
Smells.
Yeah, 2 guys and a bunch of paperwork.
Yep.
Okay,
Big
so
boxes
that
of
paperwork will be important.
And Arty has we have decided that we only need one of the guys, so I am stashing the other one in the cleaner's cupboard.
We have like a car.
Nope.
No.
How the
I
fuck
could
are we
probably
getting this
arrange
out
for
of
a carriage, but the last time I did that, someone lost an arm.
here? Flashback.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
As we are gearing up to go out on this heist,
Yeah.
Monty has sent a letter. He sent a message via probably some of the tunnel people.
Okay.
Back to the orphanage.
Okay.
No, that doesn't make any sense. That's a terrible fucking idea. That's completely out of character. Sorry, I forgot who I was playing for a second there.
Gonna say,
silly.
little Timmy shows up. I'm like, hey guys.
He's like, yo, where's he gonna
Join
carry
the
shit?
crew.
No, that's not how.
No,
that's
this
completely
is
against Monty's character.
No.
He wouldn't have done that. He would
Exactly.
never have done that. However, he would have sent a message to some tunnel people and been like, yo, you want to be on standby in case we need you?
okay. I am happy
I'm saying we
for.
can call up some tunnel people to get them to carry the shit out for us.
I am happy for that to be the case. Please take 1 stress for the flashback.
It's a fucking load.
And yeah, you've got tunnel people on call to help you carry shit. It does
Shall
mean
we see if
that
there's a
they are
tunnel
waiting in the
building?
tunnels and you're going to need to burrow out through the basement that you were hoping is here and which you now know is
No,
here.
if they're on standby, then they're near the building and they're keeping an ear out.
I was in like you bringing them up above ground.
Yeah. As basically, let's put it like this. I want the situation to be that I can lean out of the door, whistle, and someone will come running.
Right. Now the tunnel
I don't know if the
people are
tunnel
not
people wanna leave the
generally
tunnel.
ones for coming above ground at the moment. One came above ground with Esra previously to go into a library, which is a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I think this would be more the case that if you guys were to transport stuff to your point of, kind of if you traveled through the tunnels and then came above ground to get here, you could take it to your underground point, or I'm going to say that you can have them in the area with the understanding that you guys are going to burrow back out through the basement here.
Yeah, we just need
The
to
thing
get
is,
to a tunnel.
Burrowing out of the basement is really hard because we have no way of telling from inside the basement where the tunnels are.
That is correct.
Wait. Is the front door locked? We've locked him up, right? So is the front door locked right now?
The front, you haven't checked.
I'm gonna go check. Ezra
Okay.
goes and
Yes,
checks
the
if
front door is
so,
currently
'cause
locked.
The back door. The
say,
back
nobody
door
kicked
was
the front door.
Yeah. Back
The
door is
back door was
bolted
locked
from
when
the
I got there.
inside. The front door is locked with a
Front door is
conventional
locked
lock.
right now.
Yeah.
So how did these guys get in and out? There's some. I'm betting the basement.
Someone's got a key.
I mean, why would they
Pat
lock
down
the
the
door
guys?
behind them if they're going up and down?
Security.
Like,
Sorry.
they don't seem like the brightest of people. I feel like there's another.
Well, if they just take one of them out with a bucket.
Yeah, well, look at you. You can take anyone out of a bucket.
That's true. I could kill God with a bucket.
Arty's going to pat down the guys for keys.
Yes, there's the door key.
I think it's worth investigating the basement. Anyway,
We've got to get
thorough
this shit out
suspicion.
somehow.
I'm
Well,
gonna go. You
gentlemen.
guys, while they're dealing with, you guys deal with that. I'm gonna go investigate the basement quickly.
We need to know where they were loading the stuff up into.
That's a good point. Also, Ezra, do not wander off on your own. We do not know how many of these people are. If you accidentally walk into a room full of people, suddenly everything's going to go to hell, and you'll be stuck on your own.
On you come then.
Right then.
Smell.
Right then.
Do you smell something? Does it smell like burning? Because you should like do the smile, raise up your hands. You know.
Arty
Make sure you're
pokes
not
his
having a
head
stroke.
out the
Yeah. They're fast.
Yeah. Was it fast?
Yeah, that's face.
Face, arms, smile. Probably not smile.
time.
No, it's actually smile.
I didn't know that was the thing for checking if you're having a stroke. Face, arm,
You
smile.
move all your
time.
face muscles around to make sure they're working fine. Then you raise both your arms above your head and keep them there. And if you can do all that, then you're fine. The last one is, if any of those don't work, get to the hospital as quickly as you goddamn fucking can.
Okay.
PSA.
Nice.
Yeah, if you think you're having a stroke, fucking call the cop. Call the fucking ambulance.
Call the
Hi,
cops.
this is Blades in the Dark, and this is an educational roleplay game.
If you think you're having a stroke, call the cops. They'll arrest the stroke for you. And it can't legally enter your body.
I have to
Remember,
say,
you can absolutely arrest your way out of illness.
that stroke was
I think I just
trespassing
found
on
the
your
American
personal
healthcare
property.
plan.
Let's go into the basement.
I'd say
It's
that
like the second
can rule
amendment
it
to
out.
defeat illness.
stroke prevention has never featured in any of the first aid at work courses that I've done.
It doesn't come up in first aid, weirdly enough, because that's usually about direct injuries.
Yeah, that's wild. Oh well,
Yeah.
now we know.
Because it's not really first aid. There's not really much you can do if someone's having.
No, but it's like
No, literally,
recognizing
it's
the
not
thing and going, "This is a thing I
Yeah.
should call the hospital about." Weirdly, like seizures appear in first aid. Strokes don't.
Seizures, it's weird. Like, seizures
you
are
know,
more
different
common, and also, you can do something about someone having a seizure.
You can prevent other people from trying to do something about someone having a seizure. Like things you don't do
And
when having
you
someone.
can prevent the person from hurting themselves.
Yes, you surround them by pillows essentially, and under no circumstances try and restrain them.
And learn to catch them.
Well, that too. Absent seizures. That's a wild one that I learned about in first aid at work.
Yeah, absent seizures are weird. They're not
Sorry,
they're not dangerous
progression.
unless you're driving.
Progression.
Sorry.
Yes, very. I'm sorry. So, what are we doing?
Apologise to me.
Basement.
Well, Arty was poking his head out the back door to see if he's able to see where they were loading up the stashes.
There doesn't appear to be any indication of anything, any kind of vehicle or anything being loaded with boxes in the alley at the back.
I'm going to send out Fletch to do a perimeter check, see if he's
Okay.
able to spy anything.
Fletch does a perimeter
I'll
check
come back
and
to the guys.
yeah, and it's the same main street back and side alleys that you had scoped out when you arrived. There's no indication of anybody else being there.
Just the words "no teriyaki" appear in your head. Basement. I'll vote basement.
Yeah. After you,
Well,
gentlemen.
I walk down the stairs.
I place a hand on Ezra's shoulder.
Hmm?
Do you mind if I go first?
Oh, go ahead.
Thank you. Monty walks down the stairs.
All right.
have
Just
my
out of
taser in my
curiosity,
If
how
something jumps out and goes a beluga, it's better that it hits Monty first than it hits either of these two.
I was going to say, on that note, how cautiously are we proceeding down the stairs?
Very.
Very. Okay.
The answer would have been different if Johnny had stepped in.
That is also fair.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, Ezra's fed up, and he just runs down the stairs.
This is the,
On
But-
the s-
Monty
But
has
you-
been in enough situations.
Johnny has saved the party.
Monty has been in enough situations where he has stepped into what he thought was an empty room and was actually contained 7 people who wanted him dead.
Well then, what I'm going to offer you the opportunity to do
Not the
then,
fun one.
since you have specified you're doing this very, very carefully, is if you want to do this stealthily and try to be unnoticed, as opposed to just prepared for whatever's going to come around the corner, I'm happy to let you roll to see how stealthily you can make your way down the stairs.
I have no dots in Prowl.
Need dots and prowl.
I
Word action.
have
You
a
two, are
dot and
decent,
prowl.
you two are decent at Prowl. I have nothing.
Well, Monty's at the front. Monty can lead a group action of
Oh,
prowl.
fuck. I'm bugging
It's
myself.
fine. You have a lot of stress. Are you very stressed out right now?
I have 5 stress left before I am traumatized.
Well, you can only gain 3 right now.
A max,
So-
yeah, at the most you're
Go
going to
with that
take 3
attitude.
stress and fail.
Yes, but I'd like to have that stress useful in case I have to, I don't know, deal with a giant fucking monster.
Well, I would lead it, but you pushed me out of the way.
Yeah, it's up to you. It's if you're going to prowl, then either you can do it on your own, Monty, or you can do it as a group action that you lead.
This is the thing. Are we prioritizing stealth or are we prioritizing being ready for something to jump us?
That's what I asked, and you said stealth.
We could just bum rush them.
No, I said cautious. You asked us how we were going down the stairs, and I said cautiously.
And I said, with that being the case, I will allow you to roll if you would like to do so stealthily.
Yes, which is why I'm trying to find the alternative.
You could just proceed cautiously if you
You'll
want
recall about 2 minutes ago when I regressed into a thumb as you
I
said
think
that.
Monty should just roll his disadvantage to dice and see what happens.
Do it.
Fucking, you know what? Fucking, fuck you, fine, fair. Let's
You don't
go.
need the stress. It's fine. There's not going to be anything down here.
I hate you so much.
Let's go. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-dum-ba.
Monty, please roll me your prowl.
Do I have anything that can fucking help with this?
Push yourself or you can take a devil's bargain.
Do you have a devil's bargain for me?
Yeah, I can give you a devil's bargain.
Yeah. I was checking what Battleborn I could expend that for, but no, that's purely harm.
Purely harm.
Yeah.
I would be happy to give you a dice. But you'll be rolling from a desperate position. And the consequences will involve filling up the clock.
Nah, bugger
Dude.
that.
Don't
Cool.
do that. It's more dramatic.
What'd you roll?
What do you roll?
God
No,
damn it,
no,
Jake.
but they rolled first.
Oh,
Are
you're
we doing
doing
a
it as
group
group
action?
action.
I
I
thought
thought
you
you chose to just do it on your
You
own
were just rolling.
to avoid the
I thought it
stress.
Well,
was-
I thought we
I
were
didn't think
avoiding.
it was a way out of this without stress.
No, the way out of it with stress is you just do the roll, but you're bad at it. That's the downside. It's like
I am happy to say what I rolled, but Jay needs to decide if this is a group action or not.
Yep.
Yeah. It's basically like it's either just your roll or the best out of the three of us, and you take stress if we fail.
I thought this was a group action.
Well, that was the
Okay.
choice. You were
But it was-
presented.
yeah.
It's one or the other. No one has revealed their numbers yet, so you can still decide. I haven't rolled yet. You can
I'm
still
sticking with
decide if
group
you-
action.
I
Stick with
have.
group
Yeah, I'm
action.
rolling.
Okay. Right.
I've rolled.
I
Vari.
rolled a 6.
Vari rolled a 6. Fraser, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Rolled a 4. And Jay, you rolled a 3. Okay. You take 1 stress and you get a perfect success. Congratulations.
It all worked out, and now we're
Oh.
gonna get eaten by a monster.
What do you mean, we, Kimasabi? Ain't no monster eating me.
So, you ease your way down the stairs without a creak, without a whisper of sound. The three of you Monty taking pointers from the two behind him as to where to place feet and so on. Reach the base of the stairs and you find yourself in perfect darkness. Thankfully, you have a dead bird, a drowned falcon, who has perfect night vision and does not need to glow to illuminate a space to be able to see in it. Seeing through Fletch's eyes, Arty, you observe the room and you guide the two boys towards the stack of boxes, but then you freeze as you see a movement. The three of you hear...
I'm gonna grab
Yeah.
Monty's shoulder.
The three of you hear a snuffling, and suddenly a smell of feces feces and sweat rolls through the room as a many-legged furry creature, large and long, stretches next to...
Only Arty can see this.
Yup, stretches next to the boxes. Arty, through Fletch's eyes, you can see that it has a kind of harness-like device strapped to its back and wickedly long front claws visible.
Has it spotted
Whoa.
us?
No, it has not spotted you.
I
As
heard
I'm
something
seeing this,
moving.
I'm just gripping Monty's shoulder tighter and tighter.
I heard something moving out there. What's going on?
Did you guys stop?
Fucking reach behind and kind of grab Ezra, make sure.
Yeah, I
I've got him.
grab his
The
arm.
whispering,
What's going on?
Arty, you see its head cocked to one side at the whispering.
Dace.
We can't see
I
you.
can't see you.
It is
No,
pitch black.
no, you just hear. You just
Okay,
hear.
so-
Oh, I wasn't being
Yeah.
picked up by the microphone. I thought you were just doing
Arty,
this.
I was gonna say, it's like Arty could fully put the finger on like Ezra's lips. Just like,
Yeah. And then I put one
Yeah,
on
I'm
Morty.
doing that, and it's like you
Yeah.
just hear a very low.
Very low shush. Okay. The creature,
I'm gonna lean in. On you go.
the
Can I-
creature, having cocked its head, relaxes when it hears nothing further, and settles back onto the ground. It sits.
I'm gonna use a
Yep.
load,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pull out of my pocket from the alert sheet dark sight goggle, an arcane device that allows the wearer to see in pitch darkness as if it were well lit. I put them on my head, and I just sort of like you see through Fletch's eyes, Ezra go.
Arty's still got his finger up to your mouth, and he's just like trying to move it as if to match.
No, he's like nodding.
gonna-
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
he gets it. Like, don't worry, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
gently
take
lean
off
over
the
to Monty's
goggles.
ear.
I take off the goggles and I put them on Monty.
And direct
keep
his
the
face
finger.
towards the. Yeah. Direct
I
his face
turn
towards
it.
the long kind of furred head, that's sticking out, with the two kind of front legs, out in front of the boxes. The rest of the bulk of the creature hidden behind the stack of boxes. What do?
Okay, so is there any?
We're having a
don't think-
moment.
I'm taking the goggles back, just so I can look around for a moment. And is there any like entrance, like tunnel entrance in this room?
Give me a roll to find it in the dark without the creature discovering you.
Well, I'm wearing the goggles,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't be darkness.
No, I
I
know.
have a theory,
Actually,
but it's only for
can
when
I do
everything
that
goes to
using
hell.
Fletch?
Yes, using Fletch, because Fletch can do it soundlessly, would be the easiest way of doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. You send out Fletch, who swoops round the walls and discovers that there is indeed a tunnel entrance. Ezra, you've got the goggles on just now?
Yep.
Okay.
I took them back for money.
Still looking at the creature, presumably.
Yeah.
You see it kind of snuffle as Fletch wings its way past.
I turn to Arty and I like gesture to the back of my neck, like gesture to the hairs of my arms. I'm trying to not meta game. I'm not telling you. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm trying to communicate. But I'm like,
Arty kind of reaches over to Ezra and like gently caresses his arm as if to say, "You mean this?" As if like you can
he
feel
like
something.
mimes a pen and paper.
I can't see. I'm Fletch watching.
Like, yeah,
Is-
Arty can only see through
Fletch
Fletch's
not come back.
Yeah. So as we are
Oh.
standing here,
Right, so Fletch is away. So
Yeah,
Arty
Fletch is
can't see
away.
anything.
Arty and Monty are standing here blind as shit.
I have.
Well, I'm
like,
not blind, but my eyes are
do I have,
elsewhere.
like, a-
Yeah.
You said you had a notepad on you, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm aware. I saw you pull it out earlier, so I know like what pocket it's in.
Mm.
I just sort of like.
Yeah, it's in my
reach into your
breast pocket.
I just sort of reach into your pocket. With
You
I-
just see
'cause I have, like,
Arty's white eyes kind of scrunch up, going, "What?"
Yeah. Does it have like
Why
a
are you
pen? It has,
touching
like,
me?
you have like a pen or a pencil as well, right? Like,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just sort of open it up and I write on the notebook, "Do you feel the Fey tinglies right now?" And then I take off the goggles and I put them on Arty's head and I show them.
I can't see.
I put the
using
goggles on
Fletch
your
as my
head.
eyes.
I
Arty's
turn
not
it
the only
off.
one with Fey bits.
Right. So
Oh,
Ezra,
yeah, you have
Ezra has
to-
put
I do-
Ezra
I
put
do
the
it
gog-
with Arty
puts the
then.
goggles onto Arty and shows Arty the piece of paper. saying, "Do you feel the fate
Art-
tinglies?"
Arty's
Arty
looking
doesn't react
perplexed right
because
now.
his eyes are elsewhere.
Oh yeah.
I thought I didn't realize it was one at a time. Okay, I put it on Monty and I show Monty it. I'm like,
Do you feel the fate tinglies, Monty?
do you feel the
Do
fate?
I?
tinglies?
No.
I'm mostly just trying not to piss myself.
That's
No?
very fair.
Okay.
And no, you don't feel the fate tinglies.
I give him a thumbs up and I take the goggles back and I'm just like
That's the thing.
thinking,
Ezra,
This
Ezra,
is
you
the
understand
thing.
that?
Do you see me shake my head?
No, you would need to have like your hand
No, you
on his
fucking don't!
face to see it. To know he's shaking
oh
his
yeah, no,
head.
I take them back and then I see him shaking his head.
This is the world's most high stakes Three Stooges routine.
We're getting somewhere. I'm worried that it can like.
I'm sorry. We are doing the Marx Brothers go through Minas Morgul right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it's, I was thinking it's a little bit more like the Marx Brothers in like, you remember the basement in the War of the Worlds film?
No.
Okay, maybe you guys are too young for that.
Sorry, I missed that one.
Think Alien Isolation. Marx Brothers in Alien Isolation. That's what we're at.
Oh no. Yeah,
we have-
the Marx Brothers aboard the Nostromo. Fuck.
The way I see it.
While
right
this is
now,
happening, can someone
we-
like drag my body upstairs while I'm wilding?
I mean, I'm still holding on to Arty.
Well,
Like,
I-
Monty has
we're,
been
like,
not moving.
We're moving. Ezra's been moving so slowly, like this whole time, like
Yeah.
like trying to be as quiet as possible. So like, I don't know if we go.
No,
Back up.
nobody has made motions towards the stairs again, but I will say that Fletch now returns to Arty's shoulder. And yes, you found a little
Yeah.
bit
Okay,
of
I'm
you
time.
gonna
see,
lean-
You see Ezra standing like this, like. Fuck.
I'm gonna lean back and whisper in Ezra's ear. Go upstairs. Slowly.
Okay. This is gonna be a group prowl. I'll let you choose who wants to lead it, although I kind of feel like it's Arty. But I'm happy to let you guys choose
Well,
who to
no,
lead it.
it's
I'm going first.
Arty's in the middle, so
All right. Ezra can lead then.
Yeah.
I'll lead.
Roll me some group stealth. I'm just gonna be mean and say
A
yes, it's
prowl.
prowl again.
I'm glad it's Pearl. I'm good at that.
What do we got? We got a 3, a 5,
Is that a 5
oh, a
or
6, a 6, a 3 and 2 6s. Excellent. Okay, a 3 and 2 6s is delightful.
Mark the stress.
Ezra take one point of stress, but you guys make it back to the stairs, in safety. I am, however,
Yeah,
still
before he
going
gets
to.
blinded by the lights upstairs.
Yeah, I am still going to tick off a segment of the clock. Just for you guys having discovered what smells. But it still hasn't
Very
discovered
goddamn fair.
you. So that's the main thing.
Okay. Now, I may be having a bit of a knee-jerk reaction to this, but how do we feel about burning the building down?
There's a lot of probably important files right next to that thing.
Okay.
I
Ar-
don't-
down.
Arty's currently like he's went over to the guy that had the bucket in his head, taking off his head, and is going to be sick into it from the smell.
Just put it back on his head when you're done.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
that there's a
okay.
whatever the equivalent of the Geneva Conventions. Like we've just broken them.
I
Oh my.
can't be a
Oh,
war crime.
that-
We're not at war. I can't fight something I can't fucking see. I can't do that.
Yeah.
But
well,
I do
can
have a
give you these.
theory. I have got
Whoa.
a theory.
Hmm.
well, it's down there in the dark,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
In pitch bloody blackness, and yet it still moves around.
Also,
If it has any kind of eyes, I'd imagine they're bloody sensitive to light.
did it
Arty
have
pulls out
eyes?
like
Like
a-
we could see it. Did it have eyes?
We couldn't see most
I-
of it.
Its face was kind of just a shaggy mass of hair.
Right.
I,
If it has eyes, it
I
doesn't seem to
couldn't-
care about them.
Problem is,
I couldn't see eyes.
if we
Just-
bring light down there, and it doesn't have eyes, and it's doing fucking weird spider web tingly senses, then all hell's gonna break loose.
Well, if it doesn't have eyes, then it won't see us bring the light. But it
Um,
seemed to know its fletch.
What?
It
I'm
should
going to
be
tick
able
off
to
a
do
load
that.
and like pull out my hip flask and try and clean the taste out my mouth.
Valid.
Pretty sure that's free.
Yeah, I'll take it as free if that's cool.
I think that's a zero load item.
I feel like Arty didn't clock what I just said.
They noticed
No.
Fletch.
It noticed Fletch flying over it. That shouldn't happen. And you guys weren't feeling those tinglies, so I don't think it's a plague victim. It's just
Oh, yeah, you-
something.
Oh, yes, here. There is a tunnel down there.
I don't know. I don't know if we just hedge our bets, take the two guys, and leave.
Why don't we ask one of them?
Probably
Yeah.
because it will, as soon as they wake up, they will yell for that thing and it will come and kill us.
Oh, don't worry about that. I can deal with that.
Well, we don't know. Listen,
No, as in I can make sure he doesn't yell.
it could be like telepathic, like how you control Fletch. We have no
if
idea.
it was telepathic, we'd be dead.
I-
It would have sensed us and it would have fucking killed us.
Fair.
Right.
And those two are. And listen, mate. I know fucking big knobs in gangs. Those two are grunts. They're nobody important.
Ezra, can you please go upstairs and gather information about the submarines and what we saw on the board? I imagine that's what they're here to gather.
Yeah, hopefully they haven't gotten everything yet. I imagine we've collected because they were carrying stuff as they came downstairs.
Yeah,
right?
they-
And
two
dropped it,
boxes.
and
Yeah.
we collected
Um,
all that up.
Yes, you got those.
Are they like little legal boxes almost, like
When-
just with a bunch
more
of
like kind of like the
paperwork and stuff?
like more like kind of like big IKEA boxes of like stuff. Like
Right,
yeah,
okay.
they're kind of like doing big armloads of stuff.
You guys work out a
Okay.
plan. I'm gonna be as quick as I can looking for shit.
I don't think that thing will follow us up here.
We
gonna
could take the two boxes and the two gents and call it a day. I could send a message to the tunnel associates to block off this part and leave this place to fester with whatever smell that was.
If we're doing that, we have to burn this place down. Because we cut whatever the fuck is in there, it's whatever those documents are down there, they're valuable. And Mathias needs them. And do you want to just leave them sitting around with that thing for him to just swan back in here and pick them up and realize that we've caused a problem? He's going to work out we've been here no matter what. And if he's done that, I say we take down any of the shit he's left behind and whatever the fuck that thing is. Because I don't know about you, any big... I've never killed a big spidery bastard before, but I reckon you drop a fucking building on his head, he's not going to be happy. He's not going to walk away from that.
Yeah, okay. First thing I'm gonna do is
There's
take a look
nobody-
upstairs and see if there's anything else like left important.
If there's no other people in this building, I say we get out of here and burn it to the fucking ground once we've got what we've got.
If we burn this place to the ground, the only place where that big fucking thing can go is underground.
Shit.
And as you are aware,
We can't risk the tunnel,
That's-
people.
Can't.
Fuck.
so I suggest we wake up one of these distinguished gentlemen and find out what they know about the creature downstairs to see how we may take care of it.
If you're gonna do that, take them upstairs.
Breaking fingers.
Let's take them upstairs. Do you mind if I leave that to you? I'm a bit indisposed at the minute, and he's kind of still wiping.
Okay.
I can't do that anymore. I'm sorry,
No,
boss. I can't do.
No, I
can take
mean
them
just carry
upstairs.
them up.
I can take them upstairs, but I can't do the right bit anymore. I can't do that anymore.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. I'll take care of that.
Ezra like sprints up the stairs. He's gonna go and start
Cool.
looking for any remaining valuable documents that
Yeah.
could be found while they're setting up the interrogation room.
Absolutely. Right, Ezra, you roll me something for having a look through. Arty, roll me something for the interrogation.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a second bucket, put it over the other guy's head, and carry them both upstairs.
That's fair. Monty, just
We've each got a bucket now.
Monty, pick a roll for being helpful.
I don't actually think I am rolling here. I think I am helping Arty,
I am.
which isn't a roll. That's me. I think I take stress and give Arty an extra die. I think that's how that works.
That is if you're helping. Yeah, so if you're helping Arty with the interrogation, yes, but you specifically said you don't want to be involved in that bit. So I'm asking you to just do like a general roll just for you, as like dogs bodying, essentially.
But I think you're big and strong and intimidating. You can stand in the corner and attack.
That's the thing. Is I think I'm doing the.
You want to do
being,
that?
I think
Also,
Okay.
perfectly happy to do the being menacing.
Yeah.
Ezra also suggests putting them in separate rooms and talking to them separately.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yes, classic.
Okay.
And,
then-
yeah,
Right.
Well, in
then-
that case,
we're on the same page.
in that case, actually,
okay.
Arty should be in a room with one of them, and Monty's in the room with the other, making sure that the one that's not being attended to isn't gonna bolt.
Okay. So and essentially it becomes like a bad cop, big silent scary cop.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
And
happy
some
with
guy
that to be the
reading
routine.
upstairs.
Right. Well then, yes.
So
in which
I
case,
think I'm helping Arty rather
Yeah.
than making a roll myself.
right? No, that's absolutely fine. In which case, then, if you're helping with the interrogation,
No
then
idea
yes.
what the fuck I would roll for this.
Yeah. No, that I know. It was kind of like a kind of vagueness. No, that's fine. In which case, then yes. So Monty, take a point of stress. Arty, you get an additional die for your interrogations. And Ezra, roll me for your search.
I did,
What you got?
and I got a 6.
Got a 6. That
My
is
dice
sexy.
has come through for me.
It has
Hell yeah, buddy.
indeed.
They like me again because I said I'd been using them.
Absolutely. Arty, what you rolling me?
Well, if I'm doing interrogation, I'm guessing command would be the best way to do it,
Yeah.
since I can't kind of consort or sway. However, I don't have any dots in command.
Well, You've been given a dice
It
from
could-
the
it could
help
definitely
from
be sway.
Monty.
Yeah. I'm giving you a +1D no matter what you do.
yeah.
Yeah.
It could also
Um,
totally
Right.
be sway though. Like sway would work for an interrogation.
So
Would sway work?
Yeah, because you're convincing them through like, you know, more intimidation.
that would be
tactics, but you're-
influencing
you're
with guile.
convincing.
I suppose it depends on what kind of interrogation you're engaging with. Sway would be guile and charm. Command would be tell me what the fuck you know and tell me it now.
Are you being good cop or bad cop?
Well, the idea of doing.
Well,
good
I'm going to
cop,
be bad cop
is a
because if he
sway
doesn't give me the
technique.
answer, I'm going to break some bones.
Right.
So,
Okay,
I
then
think that means
that's-
command.
I let's compelling swift obedience is the vibe here. Then yes, so you get a dice from the help from Monty. You can push yourself for an
Is there a
additional dice. You can also always ask for a devil's bargain.
Is there possibly a situational dice for the fact that we knocked them out and tied them up and put buckets on their head?
Not particularly.
Bugger.
That's all right.
Well, I tried.
You did.
Okay, well, we need to wake up one guy at least.
Aye. So, yeah, so that's the question then. Arty, you've got 1 dice from the help from Monty. Do you wish to push yourself for an additional dice? Do you wish to ask for a devil's bargain?
What is the devil's bargain?
The devil's bargain is... I'll give you an additional dice.
Okay.
But if you basically, I'm an additional dice, but I'm gonna double the results if you whiff it. So essentially, if you horribly fail, essentially putting you in a desperate position. If you horribly fail, then they are gonna scream, and that thing is gonna come up the stairs. If you get a mixed success, then I'm going to tick off 2 segments on that clock, and we're going to get a lot closer to it coming up the stairs. And if you succeed, you succeed.
If it comes up the stairs and we have to fight it where I can see, that's a much better situation than us going down and dealing with it. Because then we can all be a lot more effective.
Yeah.
So I personally think that is worth it. Or, I don't know what your stress situation looks like.
I've got 4, so push myself.
Okay, take 2 stress, add a dice.
Cool, which brings you up to 2D.
Right. Like, fuck.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 1
Uh-huh.
and I rolled a 5.
Fabulous. 5 is a mixed success. That's absolutely
Oh.
fine.
Oh, sweet God.
Right.
You are fucking welcome!
Absolutely. Lovely. So,
Oh,
right.
Yeah, that same dice, if that had been, no, you have to choose the lower one.
yeah.
Yeah.
You were in,
Yeah.
you would have been spider bait.
Lovely. So, Esra, on
Yeah.
6, you spend your time fiddling
shit.
through drawings and documents. You find a name you recognize. It's one of the submersible vessels that Natasha had identified from one of the undersea areas. You don't find stuff for all 3 undersea exploration sites, but you do manage to trace down a bunch of documents related to the submersible for this particular exploration site. Anything more about the details of this is all details about the vessel, but you're pretty sure from the documents that you've found that there will be details about the explorations in some of the boxes of documents
Downstairs.
that are downstairs.
Balls.
Arty,
Mm-hmm.
you wake him up and he kind of coughs and splutters and squeaks a little bit. He's very, very impressed by the large form of Monty before being dragged through into the other room to be faced by you, to be faced with just you. Yes, your general mannerisms and behaviour do elicit quite the response from the young goon. That's goon in the traditional sense, not in the modern sense. Please do not take anything affront. I know that the internet does these days.
You
Stooge.
mean a wise guy?
The stooge, or in fact minion, would be other appropriate terms.
Banana.
Hench person.
Hench person. What is it that you want to know?
What is that thing downstairs?
He discloses that the thing downstairs is one of the plague creatures. So it is a creature that has been created using it has been a person that has been transformed, and it is now being controlled, whereas previous ones have not been.
How are you controlling it?
He goes, is it, not me, but like, well, the boss, he's got a bracelet, and it's got a collar, and it listens to us.
Okay. Now, if it listens to you, you're going to tell it exactly what I want it to do to you.
Like what?
Like, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, now, won't we?
Okay. Sure, you have one very scared hench person. Yeah, who's willing to tell it to do something. Alright. What Esra comes down with, obviously, kind of the documents that he's been able to put together. What do you, and obviously shares with you the information. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I let them know that like there are important stuff in those piles downstairs.
Hey, Chris.
Yep.
Flashback.
Okay. What you got?
Arty, remembering that time where he walked into Mathias's place previously in Dragon Ball Z,
Yep.
found that having an escape route was most advantageous.
Yes, it was.
So he did arrange for another carriage to be around the corner, secreted.
Okay, so we have an above ground carriage secreted. Yes? Yeah, that's
Yes.
easily done. Yeah, you can have that as a fast escape route. Yeah. A lesser family member is kind of sitting in it, trying to make it look inconspicuous. Outside, yeah. It's doable. That's a point of stress for having that as a kind of getaway vehicle.
Cool, no more stress for Arty. Esra, you could deposit some of those in the outside.
Of course. Yeah, we probably have. I mean, the 2 boxes we had downstairs combined with whatever I found is probably like 3 boxes, so I go and take them.
Yeah, there's about 3 boxes. Yeah.
Now, I turn back to the henchman to ask what it was he and his colleague were collecting.
Everything. We were just told to tidy everything into boxes and take it all back.
Nothing in particular you were asked for?
No. Just clear everything and get it back to the main house.
Okay. I kind of look to Monty I look back to the guy. Okay. Now, how loyal are you to Mathias?
Interesting question. What? I suppose the answer is. I don't know. Depends, I guess. It's a job, innit?
On what?
Sorry.
What would you want me to do?
Oh. It seems he's put you in quite the predicament with us, hasn't he? Which isn't quite right, is it?
I mean,
Whereas... No, go on.
haven't you put me in this predicament?
No. Because if you weren't here, you wouldn't be in it, wouldn't you?
But if you weren't here, I also wouldn't be in it, would I? Sorry.
Arty kind of leans on one of his fingers. Don't think you appreciate the situation you find yourself in.
I mean, he is suitably intimidated.
Is that Monty raising his hand or Jay?
That's Jay raising his hand, being like, would you like me to add to the intimidation?
Go on.
How big is this guy's head?
Average sized.
So about the right size that Monty can put his entire hand over the top and just squeeze gently until the guy starts to hear a little creak.
He kind of eyes Monty as if to say, I thought you didn't want to get involved.
This is the thing. Scaring the pants off people, perfectly fine. Actually doing the permanent damage of the bending fingers back until the guy can't count anymore? No.
Arty, lifts
this is
his
the thing.
hand as Monty squishes.
This guy doesn't know that I'm not going to pop his head like a grape. But, I will say, the human skull is a remarkably resilient thing.
Yeah.
You can get to the point where it creaks a little bit and then let go and everything's okay.
I'm not going to ask questions about that statement, but yeah, let's go with
I
it.
just,
Sure.
I'm going to say I have first-hand experience, and then we're going to not ask any more questions, all right?
Absolutely.
Or-
Yeah, he's very, 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 very intimidated.
Yeah, I cannot stress this enough. This is as far as Monty will go with this, but this guy does not know that.
Absolutely.
As you are squeezing his head, Esra comes back upstairs and then turns around and goes back down them.
Excellent. Quite right. Quite right. Quite right.
He's like, I'm not.
I'm in and I'm out. Yep.
I think he just actually just stands by the door and leans on the door frame, probably what the fuck.
If you assist us, I can arrange for refuge away from the city for you.
Oh, What do you want
If
me
you
to do?
don't assist us, we want boxes and information on Mathias.
It's all downstairs. That's everything I've got. I don't know what else I can do for you.
Oh. Also, how do you deal with the smell?
Just get used to it.
I just sort of like gesture at Arty as if like, can I ask a question? Where were you supposed to drop those boxes off?
Oh, is that the question for the guy?
That was the question I asked him. Yes.
Oh.
Where were you supposed to drop those boxes off?
Let's just go back to the main house.
The main Mathias estate,
Yeah,
and there's a tunnel route to there.
yeah.
And Mathias is there now.
I guess.
Great. So I guess what we
Okay.
need from you is to make that thing downstairs stand down.
I mean, it's more of a kind of like a, you know, sit, stand, go type affair.
Will it attack us on sight?
If it don't know you, it might. I can go down with you, if you want.
Oh, I think you will be, yes.
Very gentle increase of pressure, just to remind him the situation he's in.
I'll go down, that's fine, that's fine.
Best not to piss that one off. Be careful what you say. Esra sliding smoothly into the role of the good cop.
Very smoothly, very smoothly.
I'm sure you're going to be very cooperative in that, isn't that right? What's your name?
Gerald?
Gerald. Great. Well, now that we know your name, just keep in mind, we can find you. So you're gonna come down with us. Everything's gonna be fine. Why don't you let go of his head a little bit there, man? Yeah, so we're gonna work together, aren't we?
Pressure released. He's
Arty kind of leans back in the wall and crosses his arms, looking disgruntled, to play along with the act.
Delightful.
He's just standing behind him as a threatening presence.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so we're gonna bring him down to the basement. Right, in which case then, we are gonna make.
This is risky.
Yeah, we are gonna make another roll. This roll is
It's
essentially
clench time.
a roll to keep him behaving the way you want him to.
What? So I feel like sway or command. It's one of them.
Oh, this is command.
Alright.
I have a
I
dot.
have the dots in sway. Like,
I
you would
have
be sway.
I have a dot in command.
Alright.
Well, I feel like we've done the good cop, bad cop. We can argue sway. We're like tricking him to an extent.
There is an element of persuasion. It is still persuasion via threat.
Yeah, but persuasion via threat is you're still swaying someone to do it. You know.
Let me see if blackmail comes under sway.
This is full on coercion.
Yeah. I mean, technically, looking at this, yes. says, you might lie convincingly, you might persuade someone to do what you want, you might argue a compelling case that leaves no clear rebuttal. You could
yeah, I mean, there's no rebuttal to "I will crush your fucking skull."
Yeah, so I'm willing for this to be a sway. Yeah. We want it to
Okay.
I mean, and I'm also happy for it to be, again, because this is everybody kind of taking part, I'm happy for it to be a group roll if we want those extra dice all together.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
I
assuming
can't
it'd be
lead,
Arty.
or else I will get traumatized.
Yeah.
was
Because
gonna
I
say,
came in at the end.
I'm telling you
can
this
I lead?
right
I'm
now,
happy for
Arty.
Esra to lead.
Cool.
Okay.
I have the stress for it. I have 6.
Can you
left.
take the stress? Because I will tell you this right now. I've got nothing in sway, so you're going to be taking at least one off of me.
Yeah, I just figured you have stuff in command, but me and Arty have nothing. But me and Arty both
Yeah.
have stuff in sway.
No, this is
better for us to do sway.
This is better. I'm just
I have
making
6
you aware of what the
I have
cost
only
is.
taken 3 stress. I have 6 left. I will
sweet.
not be
Okay.
traumatized even
Oh,
if
cool.
we all fail.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Well, I'm
cool.
probably
Let's-
traumatized in other ways, but not
Let's stress
mechanically.
the shit out of Ezra then.
Yeah. Wait, I only get 1 dice.
Jay, just for that face,
Oh,
go on.
no.
You rolled a 2. Vary?
I wanna hear what Fairy got first.
I rolled a 3
3.
and I rolled a 4.
And a 4. You got 2 dots or
That
you
makes
got
all
no
the difference.
dots? Fairy and Sway.
I've got 2 dots.
Okay, so that's a 4. That's a mixed success. Fraser?
Good thing I rolled a 5.
Cool. So Fraser take 1
We did it.
stress for Jay's 2. And that is a mixed success. Fabulous. I am going to take another segment of the clock. But you guys, he is sufficiently convinced of the threat that you would kill him before he could finish squeaking. That he goes down to the basement with you. And essentially tells the creature to sit whilst you guys carry the boxes upstairs. I am going to say that it is 20 past 10. That is the end of the session. You make it away with all of the boxes and do not have to fight the plague beast. Congratulations, everybody, on a wonderful
Do we
session.
take the
Well
guys with
sessioned.
us?
Oh, thank God, because I'm not gonna lie, if we took that thing on, I could take 2 swings at it, 2 of my big swings at it, and that's it.
Do we take the guys with us?
I'm
absolutely no. Okay. If we're not taking him with us, I am knocking him out again and stashing him back in the cleaner's cupboard.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a knocking him back out and stashing him in the cleaner's cupboard type situation.
That's fine by me. Yeah, we got.
The last time I took one of Mathias's guys back, it ended badly with me, so yeah.
Yeah,
We
that's
got
fair.
a bunch of documents. We found out he actually is just holed up in his fucking house, the mental case, and that there's a tunnel entrance to his house. So that's a pretty good intel we got, I would say, all in all.
You
Yeah.
also discovered
Successful
that he has the ability to control some of the plague beasts, which is new information.
Yeah.
We're gonna need something.
Okay, so that is us, ladles and jelly spoons. Thank you very much for joining us on this wonderful stream. Sorry that we ran a little bit over. If you enjoy these, then you can watch the full collection of this and our City of Mist campaign on YouTube at the Brothers Honey on YouTube. You can join our Discord to find out when these streams go live. Links in the box, the description, the doobly-doo, as I believe some refer to it. And most importantly, you can find all of our behind-the-scenes and post-game on the Patreon, where we are about to retire to now. So please come find us there. It's always a good time. We basically finished the last session before this one on the Patreon, which was fun and probably very mean of me. But, you know, come see it. It's a good time. In the meantime, though, we'll see you there. Bye!
Bye!
Bye.
Bye, guys.